Yes. So silent. Just tired, I guess.
Full day?
Yes. Her manner was abrupt, as though she resented the intrusion.
Was it fun?
Yes.
You seem disturbed.
Do I?
What's wrong?
What could be wrong?
I don't know. You seem upset.
Just tired. I just need some sleep. She feigned a smile, but it was not convincing.
Thorn was troubled as he studied her. Damien all right? Asked Thorn.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Thorn watched her, and she averted her eyes. If there were anything wrong, you'd tell me, wouldn't you? He asked. I mean, with Damien.
With Damien? What could be wrong with Damien, Jeremy? What could be wrong with our son? We are the blessed people, aren't we? She caught his eye and seemed to smile, but the expression showed no pleasure. I mean, only goodness comes to the house of the Thorns, she said. Black clouds just stay away.
There is something wrong, isn't there? Asked Thorn quietly.
Katherine lowered her head into her hands and remained immobile.
Kathy, said Thorn gently, what is it?
I think, she replied, struggling to control her voice, I want to see a doctor. She raised her eyes and they were filled with pain. I have fears, she said. Fears that a normal person wouldn't have.
Kathy, Thorn whispered, what kind of fears?
If I told you, you'd have me locked up.
No, he assured her, no, I love you.
Then help me, she pleaded. Find me a doctor. A tear had slid from her eye, and Thorn reached for her hands.
Of course, he said, of course. And she wept, the events of the day remaining locked forever inside her. It was with some difficulty that Thorn found a psychiatrist he felt he could trust. He was American, younger than Thorn would have preferred, but well recommended, with a broad range of experience. His name was Charles Greer. Schooled at Princeton, interned at Bellevue, he was of particular interest because he had lived for a time in Georgetown and had treated several senators' wives. The common problem among politicians' wives is alcoholism, said Greer as Thorn sat beside him in the psychiatrist's office. I think it's the feeling of isolation, the feeling of inadequacy, the fear that they have no identity of their own. You understand the need for confidence, said Thorn. That's all I have to sell, smiled the psychiatrist. People confide in me, and frankly, that's all I have to offer. They don't discuss their problems with other people precisely because they think their confidences will come back to haunt them. I'm safe. I can't promise much, but I can promise you that. Shall I have her call you? Just give her my number. Don't have her call. It's not that she doesn't want to. She asked me. Good. As Thorn rose uneasily, the young doctor smiled. Will you call me after you've seen her? Asked Thorn. I doubt it, Greer replied simply. I mean, if you have something to say. What I have to say, I'll say to her. I mean, if you're worried about her. Is she suicidal? No. Then I won't be worried about her. I'm sure it's not as serious as you think. Reassured, Thorn headed for the door. Mr. Thorn? Yes? Why did you come here today? To see you. For what reason? Thorn shrugged. See what you looked like, I guess. Was there something in particular you wanted to say? Thorn was uneasy. After pondering, he shook his head. Are you suggesting that I might want to see a psychiatrist? Do you? Do I look like I need one? Do I? Asked the psychiatrist. No. Well, I have one, smiled Greer. In my line of work, I'd be in trouble if I didn't.